Will everyone please be seated? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College of Environmental Design's 2001 Commencement Exercises. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the college, I offer congratulations to our graduates and a special welcome to the families and friends who join us today. Many people worked hard for you to reach this commencement day. The faculty who passed the torch of enthusiasm for knowledge and the ability to perform as professionals in your discipline, the staff who see the ongoing support for learning, and many professionals who give their time and energy to make the college even stronger. Let us recognize those people. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party. I ask that each of them stand as I read their names, but please hold your applause until they have all been introduced. Dr. Bob H. Suzuki, President of the California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Mr. Lawrence K. Gould, Jr., Chair, Board of Trustees, the California State University. Mr. Christopher J. Evans, Executive Director, the Surfrider Foundation, and our commencement speaker. Dr. Jane Ohlenberger, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Patricia L. Ferris, Vice President for Administrative Affairs. Dr. Esteban Soriano, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Michael Berman, Vice President for Instructional and Information Technology. Dr. Lorraine Turk, Acting Vice President for Student Affairs. Ms. Noelle D. Vernon, Associate Dean, College of Environmental Design. Mr. Phil Pregel, ENV Senator, representing the Faculty Senate. Thank you all very much. I would now like to call on President Suzuki for his welcome and introductory remarks. President Suzuki.
Thank you, Linda. It's a pleasure for me to join Dean Sanders in welcoming all of you, our graduates and your parents, families, and friends on this happy occasion. My sincere congratulations to our graduates, as well as those who supported you in reaching this significant milestone in your lives. Let me also wish all of you the very best as you leave this university. You have received a rigorous education here from our outstanding faculty who are deeply committed to excellence in teaching and learning, the primary mission of Cal Poly Pomona. We also have great academic support staff who have assisted you in countless ways to have a successful academic and social experience here. As a result, I'm confident you'll find yourself very well prepared whether you pursue a career in the workplace or go on to professional or graduate school. If you don't realize it already, you should also know that Cal Poly Pomona enjoys an excellent reputation, not only in our immediate region, but also throughout the state and the nation. In this year's U.S. News and World Report college rankings, Cal Poly Pomona tied for third place in the category of top Western regional public universities. The university is also ranked among the top 20 universities nationally in awarding baccalaureate degrees to minority students. Our growing reputation is due to the extraordinary achievements of our students, faculty, and alumni. Let me give you just a few examples. Cal Poly Pomona is the only campus in the California State University system to have a faculty member win the coveted Wong Family Excellence Award each year since its inception in 1999. The 3 faculty members selected for this prestigious $20,000 award are from disciplines across the university. These faculty are a reflection of the excellence of our faculty at Cal Poly Pomona. For the 4th straight year, the Cal Poly Pomona Model United Nations student team won major honors at the National Model United Nations Conference, an intense and highly competitive simulation of the actual United Nations. The team earned the top honors at this year's conference, competing against 2,500 students from 220 universities across the country. In March of this year, our women's basketball team, through stupendous and courageous efforts, won the NCAA Division II National Championship in Rochester, Minnesota. It was the 4th national championship for our women's basketball team, but no doubt one of the most memorable. Our student athletes are not only highly talented athletes, they are also excellent students, making our athletic program one of the best Division II programs in the country. Students from the 2 Cal Polys, Pomona and San Luis Obispo, won the Founders Trophy for its float entry in the 2001 Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena on New Year's Day. Over the past 52 years, our student design and built floats have won over 3 dozen awards and have pioneered a number of innovations such as animation, which are now commonly used in many other floats. Many of our environmental design students have been involved in this project over the years. Cal Poly Pomona awards the most bachelor's degrees in architecture to Hispanics than any other university in the country. Award-winning architect and professor Sin Ming Fung was appointed to the National Council on the Arts. Her firm has been active in restoring and renovating such historical landmarks as Hollywood's Egyptian Theater and the Hollywood Bowl. Our alumni have also been highly successful. Jack Dangermond, a graduate of the Landscape Architecture program, is founder and president of Environmental Systems Research Institute and a pioneer in the emerging field of GIS research and technology. Many other College of Environmental Design graduates have gone on to achieve high executive positions or to start their own successful firms. Now, this is only a very abbreviated list of the achievements of our students, faculty, and alumni. I could go on, but I think it gives you an idea of why Cal Poly Pomona enjoys such a great reputation. The quality of education at Cal Poly Pomona is higher than most institutions, costing several times more, and is one of the best bargains and best values in higher education. And over the next 5 to 10 years, Cal Poly Pomona will become an even better institution. As many of you may have noticed in driving around campus, we have a lot of construction taking place here right now. In the next 5 years, we will have completed a total of over $500 million in new construction over a 10-year period. The new buildings that have been completed or are going up are having a dramatic impact in changing the physical face of the campus and providing state-of-the-art facilities for our students. And I might mention that many of the alumni from the College of Environmental Design are involved in the companies that are designing these facilities. We are also becoming increasingly successful in attracting private and federal support for the university, and our endowment has quadrupled in the past 5 years. The Council for Aid to Education ranks Cal Poly Pomona 6th in the nation for corporate support and 11th in the nation for overall fundraising among all public universities with master's degree programs. We have also been successful in attracting many outstanding new faculty who are bringing fresh knowledge, ideas, and vitality to the university, and together with our more experienced faculty are helping the university attain new heights of excellence. I believe these and other developments will enable Cal Poly Pomona to become one of the most distinguished teaching universities in the country. With such a strong history of achievements by our students, faculty, and alumni, I am confident that all of you who are graduating today are very well prepared for your future careers and will enjoy great success in the years ahead. I am sure you recognize the significant support you have received from our many outstanding faculty and staff. They, along with your families, have helped you succeed here. As alumni, we hope you will come back to Cal Poly Pomona to act as mentors to our students, serve on advisory groups, speak to student organizations, and give back to the university in many other ways in return for the support you have received while you were students here, and help future generations of our students who follow in your footsteps to also succeed. We have been blessed with your presence here at this university, and we hope you will return home to this campus many times in the future. Good luck and my best wishes to you as you pursue your hopes and dreams in the years ahead. Once again, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Suzuki. It is now my pleasure to introduce Lawrence K. Gould, Jr., Chairman of the Board of Trustees for the California State University, appointed in 1996. Currently, he is counsel with Shepard, Mullen, Richter, and Hampton, LLP, attorneys at law. Mr. Gould received his BA in history from Yale University and his law degree from Stanford University. He has done volunteer work in Easter Island, Belize, Russia, and Nepal, as well as working for a long list of foundations and charitable organizations. Trustee Gould. Thank you.
College of Environmental Design, class of 2001, you are 2 thumbs up. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees of the California State University, I extend to you greetings from the trustees as you reach this graduation milestone this afternoon. And today I'd like to ask you to do 2 things. First of all, Cal Poly Pomona has an absolutely superb group of faculty scholars who have provided you with a great education. After the ceremony is over today, seek out those professors, those special ones who have mentored you and affected your life, and thank them for all the help and encouragement they've given you. Go ahead, hug them, and let them know how much you appreciate everything that they've done for you. And second, in the years ahead, do everything that you do with a great sense of passion. A number of years ago, a young man, Paul O'Neill, graduated from the Cal State campus at Fresno. He pursued his career with passion, and now he's the Secretary of the Treasury for the United States. And a few years ago, a young woman, Rosario Marin, graduated from Cal State at Long Beach. She's been nominated to be the Treasurer of the United States, and both of them have pursued their goals with great passion. Now, of course, there are only 2 people in the United States whose signatures appear on every piece of currency that's printed in America. And it's the Secretary of the Treasury and the Treasurer of the United States. And both of them are Cal State grads. Pretty soon, every time you pull out a $1 or a $5 or a $20 bill, you can look at those signatures and you can be proud that all 3 of you graduated from the same university system. And of course, when you look at those bills, if you feel nostalgic and sentimental about Cal Poly, feel free to send some of them back here to your alma mater. Graduates, the trustees are very proud of you. You've worked hard for this day. Enjoy it. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Trustee Gould. I would like to introduce the senior class representative from the College of Environmental Design, Eric Lopez. And he will present the senior class gift to President Suzuki.
Thank you. President Suzuki, Dean Sanders, members of the stage party, distinguished guests, and fellow members of the class of 2001. It is a tradition at Cal Poly Pomona for the members of the graduating class to leave behind not only memories and friends, but a lasting gift to the campus and for future students at this, our alma mater. President Suzuki, it is my pleasure to present to you the gift from the class of 2001, the installation of new benches manufactured from sustainable materials to be placed on the east side of the CLA. They will provide a safe, convenient, and attractive place for students to gather together. These benches will dramatically enhance the area of the campus. We are proud to be a part of this project.
Eric, thank you very much. This is a wonderful and much needed gift, which I'm sure our future generations of students here at Cal Poly Pomona will appreciate very, very much. So class of 2001, on behalf of the entire university, thank you very much for this gift. At this time, I am pleased to have the privilege of presenting the first Julian A. McPhee Honor Award for Student Excellence. Julian McPhee was the founding president of both Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He provided more than 35 years of dedicated service to the citizens of California. This special award was thoughtfully funded by an anonymous donor who was a colleague of Julian McPhee, and honors a current graduating senior who exhibits excellence in his or her academic endeavors. The honoree this year from the College of Environmental Design is Jody Holman, this year's ENV valedictorian. She has the highest GPA of all students graduating today. Jody, would you and Dean Sanders please join me here at the podium? Jody, we are delighted to award you the first Julian A. McPhee Award for Student Excellence. You have shown an overall commitment to excellence, being always willing to go that extra mile. You have also been interested in process and outcome and committed to outstanding research. So your thoughtfulness and exceptional creativity have made you a great team member. So congratulations and good luck in the future. We would like to present you with a medallion and a beautiful certificate, which I'd like to ask Dean Sanders to award at this time.
There we go. Congratulations, Jody. We are very proud of you. There we go. I'm not sure
Jody, congratulations.
Each year at commencement, I have the privilege of recognizing individuals from the college community who have excelled. As I read the name of each recipient, I ask that they join me on stage. First, the outstanding graduate students. An award is given to a graduating student from each department who is recognized for excellence in academic performance, design capability, and contributions to the life of the department and the college. All have distinguished themselves as members of our environmental design community. First, from the Department of Architecture, Robert K. Alexander. Just right here. Robert Alexander came to Cal Poly Pomona as a freshman in 1996 from Canyon High School. Over the past 5 years, Robert's design skill and personal demeanor has made him a model student whose work is widely admired by both students and faculty. Robert's creative drawing and modeling skills, in conjunction with his intellect and noteworthy writing ability, have made him a model student. Robert Alexander will be a valuable addition to the architectural profession. The department looks forward to his future achievements, and the college wishes him congratulations. From the Department of Art, Panawat Borabun. Panawat is graduating cum laude, having been a regular member of the Dean's List. His design was selected in the Pomona Downtown Mural Competition. The students developed sketches promoting the theme, the growth of art in Pomona, and once selected, worked with a professional mentor to complete a portable mural that has been exhibited throughout the Pomona Arts Colony. Panawat was also a finalist in the College of Environmental Design's newsletter competition and for the cover design of the university catalog. Both of these projects were accepted into this year's 2D, 3D art exhibition in the W. Keith and Janet Kellogg University Art Gallery. We are proud of Panawat's success, and we look forward to his leadership in the field. From the Department of Landscape Architecture, Brian Bray. Brian transferred to Cal Poly Pomona's program for his second year because he sought to develop a greater ethical emphasis and technical proficiency in sustainable design. Since his arrival, he has been a high-achieving, boundary-pushing, and enthusiastic member of the class. His projects consistently have interwoven literature, technical research, and a vivid sense of responsibility. His work is notable for its fluidity. Brian seems comfortable moving from theory to detail, past to future, computer to pencil, and from region to site scale and back again. His well-rounded portfolio includes design and research examples addressing civic, environmental, educational, behavioral, and financial concerns of sustainable design. Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Thank you very much.
And I have it here.
Brian, congratulations.
From the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, Gina Natoli. Throughout her career as a URP student, Ms. Natoli has been an academic achiever and a class leader. She maintained a 4.0 average while taking not only URP courses, but also courses in civil engineering and economics. She regularly provided leadership in team-oriented course activities. We are honored that you have chosen to attend Cal Poly Pomona, and we look forward to your continuing work with us as alumni in the years ahead.
Congratulations, Gina.
Next is the Outstanding Staff Award. Each year, an award is given to an outstanding staff member who has made contributions beyond the normal expectations of their position. For 2001, the award goes to Claire Lincoln Hoke. Claire Lincoln Hoke has reworked the equipment layout of the EMV model shop to make it a safer workspace and to allow for a maximum number of users. He has also redesigned and remodeled many of the systems in the shop, including several pieces of equipment. And he has developed innovative methods for acquiring additional woodworking supplies and model building tools. He has worked effectively with faculty and staff to build model projects for the college. This summer, he has volunteered his assistance for a student competition. He's also reached out to other colleges on this campus by conducting tours, offering hands-on workshops, and designing and completing various projects. In addition, Link has established a very positive relationship with a famous architecture practice which donates all of its model-making scraps to our model shop for use by students in all disciplines. We congratulate you. Congratulations. We move now to the Outstanding Faculty Award. Each year, an award is given recognizing an outstanding faculty member. This year, there are two such awards. Paul Helmley and Yoram Makow have been chosen to receive the Dean's Awards for 2001. All right, we'll get them straight. That says Yoram. Paul, now you have to stand here and face the audience while I tell about you. Okay, now for the good. Paul Helmley is being given the Outstanding Faculty Award for 2001 for his significant contribution to academia over the past 26 years. Since his earliest assignments, Professor Helmley has distinguished himself as one of the finest teachers in the college. His evaluations frequently mention that he inspires students to improve their work. A peer said, quote, "The thoughtfulness of his teaching is constantly present. His persistence to point out issues related to substance in architecture, as opposed to just formal responses, has a very important and positive impact on students' thinking processes." As chair of virtually every departmental committee and coordinator of many studio levels, Professor Helmley has left a legacy of care for the curriculum, for the larger issues of education, and for the environment. His work on vernacular architecture explores how buildings develop in response to environmental imperatives. Other work has explored the importance of the context of Los Angeles and its traditions. Recently, Professor Helmley's energies have been directed to the external degree program and coordinating the graduate program and teaching interdisciplinary introductory studios. The ever-present sense of humor and genuine respect for staff, faculty, and students that Professor Helmley brings to all his activities has enriched all of us. But how do we reconcile the Harley-Davidson and the Jaguar? A colleague has described Professor Yoram Makow as an exemplary teacher and design professional. He is known and respected at the university for a keen sense of fairness and high ethical standards. We are pleased to add one more to the many accolades Yoram has received during his 36 years at Cal Poly Pomona, the Outstanding Faculty Award for 2001. In the past, Professor Makow served as art department chair and in 1988 single-handedly developed and implemented a graphic design option, which has become one of the fastest-growing programs on this campus. His remarkable dedication in advising and maintaining the highest standards in teaching, university service, and professional competence have earned him the respect and admiration of his colleagues, of the students, and of the staff. One proof of Yoram's outstanding efforts is that the department saw a 55% increase in student enrollments from 1988 to 1998. Among his many professional accomplishments, Professor Macau regularly provides consulting services in the fields of visual communications, architectural graphics, and color to the industry, business, and to governmental agencies. While Yoram officially retired from the university in 1996, he continues to nurture the education of our students and to enrich the lives of his colleagues by working a reduced schedule. The 2000-2001 academic year will mark the end of a glorious run by Professor Macau. Thank you sincerely for your contributions to our community. Hirsch Farborough, would you please stand up? We would like to also congratulate Herschel Farborough, who was selected as the Outstanding Academic Advisor for the college in 2001. While he was recognized earlier at an all-university ceremony, we want to take note of his dedication and his work with students today at a time when many of the students he has worked with are present in the audience. Thank you, Hirsch. It is my privilege also to recognize faculty who will be retiring or participating in the early retirement program. Please stand when I call your name. Paul Helmley, 26 years. Jeffrey Olson, landscape architecture, 30 years. Mark van Watke, landscape architecture, 32 years. Dave Bess, urban and regional planning, 32 and a half years. Their combined years of service, 120. Over the course of their years at Cal Poly Pomona, they have made significant contributions to their disciplines and professions and have received numerous awards. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our commencement speaker, Christopher J. Evans. Christopher Evans is the Executive Director of the Surfrider Foundation. Chris did undergraduate work at CSU Long Beach and earned his bachelor's and law degrees at Western State University. He also attended the University of California at Irvine's Medical School in its mobile intensive care paramedic program. Mr. Evans has spent 15 years as a prosecutor for the Orange County, California District Attorney's Office before becoming Executive Director for the Surfrider Foundation. Surfrider Foundation is an organization of 27,000 members in the United States and some 3,000 internationally affiliated members. He is a lifelong sailor, surfer, and ocean enthusiast. We are fortunate to have Mr. Evans as our commencement speaker. Mr. Evans.
Thank you. I got to tell you, I'm not used to the hat. President and Mrs. Suzuki, Dean Sanders, faculty, friends and family of graduates, and this impressive Black Sea of graduates out here on this incredible day. It is just an honor to be able to be here and just to say 2 or 3 minutes of things to you, and I know it's warm and I'll be brief. Never talk during the applause or laughter. I learned that a long time ago. I was reading this morning a quote from Archimedes, a person who did some of the fundamental work on the lever of all things. And he said, "Show me where to stand and I'll move the world." When you look out from here, from this perspective, and I've almost never been looking out at a sea of graduates on graduation day in my life, you can see and feel, in a felt way, you can sense the power that this class of graduating students is going to have on this world, particularly our environment in Southern California. It's a powerful and humbling feeling, and this is as good of a graduating class as ever graduated from anywhere at any time. But I want to just mention to you a thought or two about immortality. And I want to talk about a type of immortality that you can have in your life that may become more important to you as the years roll on. And that benefit is extended to you because of the tools that you've picked up here at Cal Poly. And you can get that kind of immortality from volunteering, and there's a lot of ways to do it. Let me just share with you for a minute my professional career and how I got into volunteering for 15 seconds here. I spent most of the last 2 decades prosecuting homicide cases. About 10 years ago, I started volunteering at the Surfrider Foundation, and that led me 20 years after law school to be doing it full time. Surfrider Foundation is one of many places you can go. We have 52 chapters in the United States, 27,000 members, and affiliates in Europe, Japan, Brazil, and Australia. But you're about to have a lot of free time on your hands. And I encourage you to sleep in on Saturdays, and I encourage you to take it easy. I encourage you to party a little hard on Friday and Saturday night for a while. I encourage you to enjoy yourselves and be with your family and all those people who have supported you and brought you to this day. And I'd encourage you to go out and make a lot of money. But volunteering is not exclusive of those things, and volunteering can be one small moment of every week, and that could be enough. A fellow by the name of Saul Alinsky wrote in a book called Rules for Radicals in 1971, "We learn when we respect the dignity of people that they cannot be denied the elementary right to participate fully in the solution to their own problems. Self-respect arises only out of people who play an active role in solving their own crises and who are not helpless, passive, puppet-like recipients of private or public services. Denial of the opportunity of participation is the denial of human dignity and democracy." At my college graduation, really the only thing that I remember about it, it was a hot day like this, but some captain of industry was giving the commencement speech, and he was a real positive, motivational speaker full of slogans, and he said this, there's 3 kinds of people in this world that you notice when you get out of college. Those that make things happen, you may have heard this, those that watch things happen, and those that wonder what happened. I laughed too when I heard it, and I grew to realize that was pretty poor advice, because he encouraged us to be part of the first group, those that make things happen. And I've come to realize, particularly in environmental work, that it is important to make things happen, and it's important to watch things happen, and it's important to wonder what has happened, and that's what's called for. I can think of a better quote that was more applicable, and I wish I'd have heard then, by Albert Einstein, who said, "Any fool can make things bigger, more complex, and more violent. It takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction." If Albert Einstein was here, he would say that volunteering is a simple thing. He would say it's elegantly simple. You have the tools for professional engagement. I would encourage you to reach out of your social world into social engagement and balance some volunteer work. T.S. Eliot said that balance is the dance, and that dance is all there is in life. There's a lot of places to do it. Helping abused women and children in shelters that will have far-reaching implications long after you're gone. The people you reach out to in Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, big brothers and big sisters, people that need a role model. That effect will last long after you're dust on the planet. hospitals, rest homes, Red Cross, thousands of environmental groups in this country. Particularly with this school, at this college, the skills you have. There are thousands of environmental groups across the country, and there are 6 national grassroots environmental groups that can use your help. Food kitchens, libraries, museums that speak to our passionate, soaring thirst for knowledge. You can help in places like Cal Poly Pomona. Non-governmental organizations and government alike. Imagine the linear and relational effect of all of that help just from this group of several hundred graduates. I want to just kind of wind up with this. There's a person whose name you probably know that you really shouldn't know. His name was Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez was a very unlikely person. And it's really very unlikely in the great scheme of things that anyone in 2001 would ever have known who Cesar Chavez was. Cesar Chavez in the last century was the architect of one of the greatest instruments of social justice and change in the movement to get correct rights for itinerant field workers. When asked how he did it, I'm reminded about the power of one and volunteering, because he really did it through volunteering. And he said, when asked how he did it at the end of all that, before he died, he said, well, first I talked to one person, and then when I was done, I talked to another person. And pretty soon, when it was all over, the world really stood up on its high legs and took notice of Cesar Chavez, and the world has never been the same for itinerant farm workers. So I leave you with this. You might heal a wound in your volunteer working. You might change a life. You might save a life. You might be able to leave Mother Earth in better shape than when it was left for you. But who you help and what you do help will extend out into the future with a kind of immortality that you may look back at Cal Poly and this time in your life and say, it started for me after that. From the very bottom of my heart, I just hope you can enjoy this day and what this day owes to you. Congratulations on your graduation. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Evans. We appreciate your challenging and inspiring words. I would like to now call upon Vice President Jane Ollenberger to present the candidates for the master's degrees. Vice President Ollenberger.
Thank you. Will the candidates for the Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, and Master of Urban and Regional Planning please rise? President Suzuki, I present to you the candidates for the Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, and Master of Urban and Regional Planning. These candidates have completed the requirements for the master's degree as prescribed by the State of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the master's degree, you have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, and Master of Urban and Regional Planning, with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree, you have heard the recommendation of the faculty of the California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested, apologize. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Art in Architecture, Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture, and Bachelor of Science in Urban and Regional Planning please rise? President Suzuki, I present you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Environmental Design. These candidates have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended for their degree by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Are you ready? Candidates for the baccalaureate degree, you have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Art in Art, Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture, and Bachelor of Science in Urban and Regional Planning, with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. You're not through yet. In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears a tassel on the mortarboard on the right side. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins a select company. In recognition of your new status, will all recipients of the baccalaureate degree move the tassel to the left? Now you can do it.
Would all students please be seated? We will now ask those receiving degrees to come forward by department. First, we will read the names of the master's degree candidates, and they will be hooded. Once all the master's degree candidates in the major have been recognized, the bachelor's degree candidates will come forward. Will the candidates for the master's degree in landscape architecture please come forward, and the department chair Phil Pregel and the graduate coordinator Joan Woodward join us on stage.
Brian Keith Raw. Elisa Sramala. Catherine Ann Sheehan. Christina Maria DiMartini. Gregory Todd McCollum. Stuart Frederick Frazier. Jessica Anna Hall. Christine Elizabeth Muskies. Brian John McAvenny. Howard T. Fang. Keiji Uesugi. Michael Stephen Lucas. Chung Chen Lian. Daryl Jonathan Swarm.
This concludes the presentation of the Master of Landscape Architecture candidates. We will now recognize students who are candidates for the Bachelor of Landscape Architecture.
Lois. Mike's not on. Lois Chick Johan. Wilma Riccardi Kaganap. Robert David Luther. Robert Joseph Echevarria. Christopher Lee Lofstrom. Edward Anthony Anaya. Lisa Q. Shelby. Samuel Gustav Saban III. Carlisle Belen Aguilar. Amy Sierra Wolf. Sarah Janelle Cross. Jennifer Lee Bowe. Eric Prescott Tower. Quit laughing. Linda Janet Bartunik. Dawn Louise Atlas. Isara Angwitheth. David Calderon. Lee Quang Tran. Duke Tang Trin. Aziza El Cohen. Miki Tajima. Donnie Tai. Pam Sorapap Sangrapi. Christopher Stewart Nelson.
This concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Landscape Architecture candidates. We will now proceed with the graduates of the Urban and Regional Planning Program. Will the department chair, Gwen Yuri, and the graduate coordinator, Felix Barreto, join us on stage?
Gregory Allen Baird. Gina Marie Natoli. Marina H. Lounsbury. Arturo Cueto. Chad Randall Beckstrom. Deanna Stambulian Evans. Erica Denise Adams. Robert Anthony Stewart. Sean M. Sackett. Marie Alyssa Hager. Eric Jason Flodine. Joseph Michael Lambert.
This concludes the presentation of the Master of Urban and Regional Planning candidates. We will now recognize students who are candidates for the Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning.
Eric Lopez. Nicholas Salvatore Liguri. Alan Roy Kojul. Michael Terry Nielsen. Mark Christopher Hunter. Patrick McCabe. Jason Philip Clark. Richard Anthony Jimenez. Kin Wei Choi. Stephen Yoshio Mizukami. Masaharu Arushibada. Sage Simon Sean. Chris Sung Pak. Henry Kenneth No. Luis Ernesto Torrico. Sergio Manuel Ramirez. Marco Antonio Espinoza. Dustin Schmidt. Melissa Jamie Kornoff. Jody Jean Holman.
We will now proceed with the graduates of the art program. Will the department chair, Babette Mayer, join us on stage?
Are we ready? Panuat Boribun. We get this close. Regina Chu. Shane Granja. Maria Aliso Bravo. Clifford Hernandez. Christian Bayona Floresca. Allison Branch Presley. Edward Weinberg Martin. Kelly Marie Richardson. Michael Paul Islas. Marissa Ann Guillieri. Linda Gabriela Quintana. Laura Campos Winyo. Richard Furman Watko. Kian Luong. Julie Tang. Danielle Nicole Takata. Eugene Ng. Frank Tekeo Lin. Helen Xingyi Fang. James Thomas Liu. Jamie Jeremiah Brooks. Michelle Kathleen Costanza. Carrie Lynn Biddle. Kirsten Marie Olson. Holly Marie Lowenberg. Eric Joseph Beck. Aaron Itsuki Ue Suji. Young Woo John. Michael Hongwan Kim. Carol King Lee. Kelly Ta Wen. Wang Tai Wen. Nam T. Tu. You want these? Jack Liu. Robert Aguilera. Tunga Van Tu. Marianne Nandai Mandishana. Jutar Silicone. Vicky May Chen. May Ann Wabi. Virgil Vogel Castillo. Juan Garcia. Rosa Angelica Maldonado. Ana Maria Divito Francisco. Michael Del Rosario. Rosario, sorry. Fariha Nachbandi. I'm doing the best I can. Tejal Kena Yalal Josi. Sheila De Castro Castillo. Sharina Kesan Ketangal. Holly Elizabeth Weber. Heather Aubrey Ham. Li Ling Chen. Amber Lynn Calabrese. Akintade Olu Faleya. Anna Luz Ramirez. Danielle Lynn. Lance Percy Toison. Elsa Ing. Amy Nainmi Chow. Elaine Yip. Kenneth H. Yim. Henry Wanchung Chow. Sharon Lee. Hai Ping Cao. Chek Ka Khan. Michael Lai. Alan To. Quan Don. Joseph E. Dixon. Roberto Hernandez. What's your name? Michael Scott Earl.
This concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Art candidates. We will now proceed with the graduates of the architecture program. Will the department chair, Bill Adams, and the graduate coordinators, Paul Helmley and Ming Fung, please join us on stage?
Tony Tsuping Lin.
Is Mark part of the name? Is Mark part of the name?
Michael Alexander Montenegro. Brian Eric Stumpf. Lance Cronell. Jason High Evans. Catherine Lingharn Fried. Gabrielle Schlesinger. Marilyn Frances Cohen.
This concludes the presentation of the Master of Architecture candidates. We will now recognize students who are candidates for the Bachelor of Architecture.
Robert Sinclair Platt. Lisa Danielle Platt. Daniel Yukio Matoba. Philip C. Lee. James Joseph Kruger. Brett Thomas Levitt. Jerome Almera Borgos. Jeffrey Thomas Temple. Robert Kenyon Alexander. Kwang Wu Chang. Bernardo Broas. Eric Lin. Pisan Netsawang. Eric Alberto Rivas. Mark Samuel Lee. Rona de Castro del Rio. Sharon Chu. Jennifer Liang. Erwin Chien Yao. Omar Michael Paraiso. Amber Elaine Beringer. Eric Magnum Terum. Brian G. Brown. Jake Leroy Half the Fourth. Wendy Renee Jarvie. Lily Duran. With the frisbee? Satsuki Kitagawa Frisbee. Brenda Delgadillo Canet. Osvaldo Ramirez Garcia. Brandon Shigata. Nadim Sheikh. Keith Bowman. Kalvinder Singh Sekon. Jared Ryan Dudley. Manuel J. Montez. Ricardo Miguel Figueroa. Stephanie Sui Yan Khan. Shannon Marie Scott. Griselda Perez. Sochi Marlene Astorga. Garrett Arias Fuentes. Alan Sam Wong. Brian Donald Jude. Jude. David Charles Nick. Fong Kao Nguyen. Lok Kao Bui. Robert Vittorio Palmer. Oleg Valery Kiselev. Tim Scott Mustard. Adrian C. Kaino. Shannon Renee McDonald. Greg Guerin. Thomas Abraham Benefield. Carlos Valenzuela. Matthew Huang Nguyen. Cynthia S. Bagdasarian. Melissa Ann Hanson. Kimberly Jane Daniels. Ryan William Yarrow. Diane Elizabeth Meza. Tori K. Jones.
Again, our congratulations and best wishes to all of our graduates for the class of 2001.
Okay. Terrific. I wanted to ask if everyone in the class of 2001 would please rise, but everybody's already up. So, audience, please join me in congratulating the College of Environmental Design class of 2001. Okay, one more group that we need to thank is all of us owe a debt of gratitude to the parents, the spouses, and other significant family members who have encouraged and in many cases sacrificed to make it possible for these graduates to come to the university. We salute those people today and ask them to stand for a well-deserved round of applause. Everyone may be seated. As we bring this special graduation ceremony to a close, I would like to add a few words for our graduating students, to those you have already heard from our illustrious speakers. First, I would like to welcome all of you, the graduates, to the academic community as our newest alumni and invite you to join the Cal Poly Pomona Alumni Association. We hope you will share your triumphs and your knowledge with us and with the students who come after you. We value your continuing connection with the faculty, with the new students, and with the evolution of your discipline. Secondly, I would like to suggest to you that with all the special celebrations of your learning and accomplishments since coming to Cal Poly Pomona, you realize that the degree that you're being awarded does not necessarily certify that you are fully educated. And what I mean by that is that education is really a lifelong process. The faculty have tried, yes, that's the good news. Every day in every way we can learn something new. The faculty have tried to lay a firm foundation to kindle your creativity, to tackle some of the complex issues facing our society today. As you move into the next chapter of your lives, those building blocks will, hopefully, allow you to fully realize the skills you have acquired and nurtured in our college. Your careers will unfold with this new millennium, with new constraints and new opportunities. As you become part of that culture, remember that building mutual trust, respect, and cooperation are the ingredients that will allow the integrated practice that is essential for our environment. Practice of the design professions can no longer happen in isolation. I challenge you to remember the CPP of Cal Poly Pomona as three things: curiosity, purpose, peace. Curiosity to represent the continual and thoughtful questioning of what is, and to build a new vision of what can be. Purpose to remind you that every day you can fix the attitude for how you choose to interact with your environment. And peace to work toward the harmony of our interactions with our ecosystem, toward a balance and toward a sustainable future, and with our fellow human beings every day. Welcome to our new alumni. This concludes our formal commencement ceremony today. I would like to invite all the proud families and friends of our graduates to join the faculty and staff for refreshments. We have it in two places. In the W. Keith and Jean Kellogg Art Gallery, we have the senior show from art, and in Building 7, we have the accomplishments of our other graduates. Please feel free to go to both places and see the wonderful show and meet faculty, and we want to congratulate you in person.